Warm this morning, warm today. How long is it going to last? I'll let you know when I return.
Grand Crossing Trail is partially closed starting today. I'll have more info on what you need to know up next.
Right now, this morning, Iran has a new supreme leader. How the U.S. is responding ahead. And a wing competition raising money to support inclusion and education in lacrosse. We'll take a look back at Wingapalooza. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. It is Monday, March 9th. 6 a.m., formerly known as 5 a.m. We're struggling out here, but we're making it. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. Hey, at least we've got a nice day on tap to help us make it through.
Yeah, do I start off like Prince? Woo-hoo, like that? There we go. Formerly known. We get right back into it. It's a nice day out there right now to start this early morning, holding on to dry conditions as well as quiet conditions in your forecast. Holding on to some cloud cover starting to sneak in as we go gradually, but there's some snow well up to the north by Lake Superior. As far as rainfall, also kind of moving through there as well. We'll keep an eye on that as we get into tomorrow, though. We'll see another threat of severe weather working towards Chicago. That'll fall short for us, though, but it'll also go into Milwaukee. You see that happening closer to the lake there. Eventually, we'll get into temperatures this early morning. 40s widespread to the low 50s in the forecast. The middle 50s by Sparta, believe it or not. Those are lows. Yikes. 52 degrees for La Crosse, 48 for Eau Claire. You'll get into the forecast for Ayers by Winona as well. A little bit on the quiet side for you there. 50 degrees currently with a light wind chill. We'll hold on to right now getting into partly cloudy skies, becoming out into sunshine later on in the day. Temperatures up to 60 degrees for La Crosse. It'll feel like 64 degrees for you. And as you get into Eau Claire, you're looking at 60 degrees. Partly cloudy skies after a few cloudier skies in the early afternoon, giving way to Monday's highs from 55 to about, say, 68 degrees. Get out and enjoy it if you can, and have a wonderful day.
A popular lacrosse trail is partially closed starting today. News 8 Now Seth Padilla is live there with those details for us. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. Grand Crossing Trail will close later today as part of a two-phase repair project. Now, phase one, which is going to begin later today, closes the trail from East Avenue to the Cottonwood Trail intersection. That's for spillway reconstruction to prevent future closures during high water events. The project is grant funded through the Wisconsin DOT. Phase two will then close the stretch from River Valley Drive to East Avenue for repaving. Any updates can be found on the website being shown on your screen. Reporting live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, Seth, thank you for that update and some other news making headlines this morning. The war with Iran now entering its second week. It's intensifying. Iran has named the son of the late Ayatollah Khamenei as the country's new supreme leader, as another American soldier has been killed. Jared Hill has the latest.
Supporters of Iran's newly minted supreme leader celebrated on the streets of Tehran as a cloud of black smoke blanketed the capital city 10 days into the conflict with the U.S. and Israel. Iran's Assembly of Experts chose Mojtaba Khamenei to succeed his father, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, killed last month in the first wave of strikes. President Trump saying he is not happy with the choice, according to Fox News. Speaking to CBS News, advisor to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Michael Eisenberg, delivered a grim message.
The highest risk job right now is to be the new Ayatollah. That's a high-risk job. To be the head of the Iranian military, the IRGC, those are high-risk jobs. Don't take them.
They're going to be targeted.
Don't take those jobs. We're watching you.
8 days into the war, Israel launched new attacks on Tehran's critical oil infrastructure. Iran warning residents to take precautions against toxic smoke and acid rain. Iran retaliated, launching missiles at Israel and other U.S. allies in the region, including Bahrain. Iranian drones also targeted Dubai's airport this weekend and Kuwait's Social Security building.
We're not looking to settle. They'd like to settle. We're not looking to settle.
As President Trump says there's no end in sight without Iran's unconditional surrender, U.S. Central Command confirmed a 7th U.S. service member died from injuries sustained in an Iranian attack on troops stationed in Saudi Arabia. Sources tell CBS News the U.S. also may have been responsible for the bombing of a girls' school in Iran that killed more than 160 people, many of them children. Jared Hill, CBS News.
And one person is in custody after firing shots at singer Rihanna's home. Police say somebody reportedly fired multiple shots from their vehicle at the singer's residence yesterday. Rihanna is believed to have been inside at the time, but nobody was hurt. And a local nonprofit bringing the community together over wings, all to support youth programs in La Crosse. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee shares more from the 3rd annual Wingapalooza.
The event, hosted by Black Leaders Acquiring Collective Knowledge, raises money to support youth programs focused on leadership, education, and inclusion in the La Crosse community.
Wingapalooza is one of our top made fundraiser events. It supports our youth programs, and then also with Black being a nonprofit organization, this also helps fund other events that we hold within our community.
The event also highlights local businesses and entrepreneurs, including last year's Wingapalooza champion, Mia's Kitchen. She says the competition gives local vendors a chance to showcase their food, all while supporting a good cause.
I love that it is a fundraiser. I love that we are getting people together over a dish that everyone loves. Wings are my fan favorite, everyone's favorite, so it's just awesome to be able to support Black.
Organizers say beyond the competition, the event also brings people together and strengthens relationships across the community.
This is important because it allows people to build more relationships within the community and get to know, meet new people within the community, and have a good time and enjoy the importance of community connection.
Reporting in La Crosse, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now this morning.
They all look so good, and the fundraising goal for Wingapalooza was around $6,000. Families also filling the Omni Center in Onalaska to celebrate community helpers this weekend. Law enforcement, firefighters, teachers, nurses, librarians, and EMTs were all honored. Not sure how that guy fits in there. Kids came dressed as their favorites, and families donated diapers and cash to the Parenting Place Diaper Bank.
We've had a long winter, and that's a very nice way of saying it. So when you get kids out and you get them interacted with people, it actually grows their development. So having these sort of events, even in early spring, are important just so that kids remember, hey, it's fun outside and it's fun in other areas that aren't school or at home.
Organizers call it a fun way to connect local families with resources while giving back to neighbors. And engaged couples spending the weekend at the La Crosse Center, browsing vendors and planning their big day at Wedding World 2026.
I've heard from a lot of people that are getting married today. I wanted to check out vibes. I wanted to get some inspiration. I wanted to see maybe some of the things that I hadn't thought of that I need yet.
From florists and photographers to DJs, decor and dresses, dozens of wedding pros came together for the event. Music fans in La Crosse got a free show courtesy of the UWL Symphonic Band. The performance featured everything from the high-energy rocket ship to the reflective Joy Revisited, showcasing the full range of the ensemble.
All of us love music. We all listen to music. We all do music. A lot of us perform music, and many people after high school, they lose the opportunities to without band class. But it's just a great way to just keep doing music and just express yourself in a way you usually don't do.
The Symphonic Band performs free concerts throughout the year, open to the entire community. Horses and riders from across the region saddling up in Winona this weekend. The 4-day Minnesota State Horse Show featured approved shows from both the Minnesota and Wisconsin Quarter Horse Associations.
Horse shows are great for family. You get to come here, you get to do things with your family, you get to participate in all sorts of different activities, and you meet new people. And most of my, if not all of my friends, are from the horse show world, from all over.
The event is full of competition, camaraderie, and time in the saddle for riders and their horses. The time now is 6:08. Still ahead on your morning news. Gas prices up 16% in 1 week. Where they stand now. Ahead. And Ford is recalling nearly 2 million vehicles for rear view camera issues. We'll have those details for you. And your tax refunds may be noticeably larger this year. That and more coming up in your consumer news.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse delivers everything your business needs, from cleaning supplies to appliances. Get what you need when you need it. Set up your business account today and let Ace of La Crosse do the heavy lifting.
I was crossing the street at a crosswalk, and a guy ran through the stop sign, and I was hit by the car.
My dad made the wisest choice ever by contacting Schwebel Getz and Sieben.
Jim Swable laid out a legal plan for me and took care of the important things, and so I didn't have to worry about anything.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwabel, Getz & Sieben. Call or visit schwabel.com.
Some days, everything goes your way. This is not one of those days. Good thing the Gator XUV can navigate rugged terrain and haul whatever the day demands. Because when work happens, you've got a Gator for that. The Gator XUV, built for every kind of workday.
Conquer every task on your list. Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a deer. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
If you have a crack like this, well, you have a problem. Today I'm learning how a cracked wall might mean your foundation is sinking.
It always points towards the area where it's sinking. For example, this corner here, we're down almost a full inch of drop.
Right, so that's going down and that's causing the crack.
Correct. And then this door, they don't even use that door anymore. It cannot open.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
I met my abuser when I was 10. He was my Sunday school teacher. At 18, I was pressured to marry him. Chris Taylor was the first person to stand up for me. She worked with both parties and with law enforcement to pass laws to protect survivors like me. Chris listened, and my abuser went to prison. On the Supreme Court, Judge Chris Taylor will continue to protect Wisconsin.
Judge Chris Taylor, protecting our rights, defending our freedoms.
Find happiness. Find something familiar and new. Find connection. Find culture. Find community. Find yourself at the La Crosse Symphony.
Get your tickets now for Classical Magic on March 14th, sponsored by O'Flaherty Law and Gillette Pepsi Company at lacrossesymphony.org.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse is the helpful place with the products your business needs when you need it. We service businesses of all sizes. Ask about volume discounts. Contact Jim to set up your service account today.
Welcome back. In our morning consumer news, gas prices still climbing. The national average now $3.45 a gallon. That's up 16% since the conflict with Iran broke out just last week. And Ford is recalling more than 1.7 million vehicles. The recall covers certain Bronco, Edge, Explorer, Escape, and Lincoln Corsair and Aviator models from 2020 through 2024. The rearview camera may fail to display or show an inverted image while in reverse. Ford will fix the software for free once it's available. If you're flying, you'll need to get to the airport extra early. TSA agents are working without pay amid the partial government shutdown, causing long security lines at airports nationwide. The TSA recommends arriving 4 to 5 hours before your flight. And the U.S. shedding nearly 92,000 jobs in February and the unemployment rate climbing to 4.4%. The drop was unexpected. It is the third time in 5 months the economy has lost jobs. Analysts say March is historically the strongest hiring month, so the hope is for a bounce back. Your tax refunds may be noticeably larger this year. Consumer reporter Michelle Renee Quinn shares how you can take advantage of that extra cash.
Experts say the best way to use your tax refund is investing in your future. Through the week ending February 20th, just about 29 million people received their 2025 federal tax refunds. The IRS says the refunds are averaging $3,800. Ted Rossman with Bankrate says there are a few things to consider in terms of where to put that money to best use.
Credit card debt payoff should be a priority because the interest rates are so high. The average credit card debt load is around $6,700 according to TransUnion. If you make minimum payments towards that average amount at the average interest rate, you're in debt for close to 20 years.
Other areas to look at include boosting your emergency savings, saving for a home purchase, and investing, although Rossman suggests not investing until you've checked off a few other boxes.
Historically, stocks have returned an annual average of about 10%. So your money's going to be doubling roughly every 7 years when that happens.
So if you put that tax refund in today, that $3,800 could be around $10,000 in 10 years. Experts say treating yourself with a portion of your refund could help you stay on track with long-term money goals. So you can try paying off some debt and boost savings, but you should also have some fun and treat yourself for working hard.
All right, that's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over to Art. He has got a treat for us in the form of our forecast, at least for today.
Yeah, for today, those local temperatures are holding on to the 50s right now, some 40s in the forecast with 60s ahead later on in the afternoon. We'll start off with some cloudier skies giving way to, again, some clouds that will get out of the way by the time we get to the mid-morning hours. And eventually, you've got some rainfall associated with that as well up to the north, and snowfall even farther up in Canada as well. So we'll keep an eye on that. More of that snowfall is coming along the northern tier of the United States as well. So we're also looking at potential for severe weather trying to get closer to us, but for right now it's headed for Chicago with an emphasis of some severe weather there. You got a slight chance rolling right through areas down to the southern portions of Minnesota and of course in portions of Illinois as well. Then you get into Milwaukee, you've got a low chance of that happening as well. We are only on a very slim cusp of that happening. We'll get some showers maybe out of that, but other than that, no severe weather. We're holding on to some breezy and gusty winds later on as we go into Tuesday though. Looking at those winds up to 27 to near 30 mile per hour wind gusts going all the way up to at least 33, 32 miles per hour. Again, continuing on. Then they break up. We'll hold on going into Wednesday. Wednesday in the morning, winds up to at least 25 to 30 miles per hour. That'll continue on. Those winds will also pick up, possibly up to 35 to near 40 miles per hour, and then they'll kind of get out of the way as well. We'll hold on to the zones today, holding on mostly at upper 60s. Once you get down to areas by Prairie du Chien, once you get into La Crosse, you're looking at 62 degrees. Sunnier skies will prevail. Even over there in Elroy, 68 degrees for you. Plenty of sunshine there. Holding on to partly cloudy skies by Osseo, holding on to at least 61 degrees for you. We'll go over to areas right by Eau Claire where you're looking at partly cloudy skies. More widespread 60s up there, holding on to some upper 50s as well by Fall Creek. You'll get 62 by Neilsville and all the way up there by Ladysmith, one of the coolest spots, 54 degrees with partly cloudy skies to be had. All right, so what's going to happen? We get into the cloud cover as we roll right through this morning. By the time we get into the mid to late afternoon, going into, say, the mid to late morning, and then by the afternoon, that cloud cover is gone. We'll hold on to 50s widespread with 60s already in the forecast there. You're looking at 66 by Prairie du Chien once you get around the 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock hour. Then you're going to go right into it here. You go instant snowfall coming back again. You're looking at a mix of rain and snow, a little bit of ice associated with that as well. So snowfall, maybe some freezing rain, some freezing drizzle associated with that as well. Temperatures in the 30s. Once we get into Tuesday around the 9 o'clock hour in the morning, rainfall starts to move from Eau Claire all the way down to La Crosse. It's light rainfall. That continues on. Everybody else in between that continues to pick up a little bit of that. Then ice starts to work its way in from areas right by Marshfield, and it gets closer. Some of that starts to move a little to the east. You got rainfall, snow, mix of rain, getting into areas by Ladysmith, and then continues on. We'll see mostly that moisture coming in, as I told you about, coming up from the severe weather. That's going to be some light showers to moderate showers working in the forecast, working towards Madison and towards also by Beaver Dam. That gets out of the way. We'll hold on to some more showers still continuing with more snow in the forecast. That continues on. That continues all the way into Wednesday, turning into a mix of rain and snow. Going into your Thursday, you see that rainfall coming back again, leading into the noon hour, and eventually we'll have more of that snowfall coming back again for Thursday with a mix of rain and snow down to the south. How this all plays out over the next few days, my friends, we'll get into this. We'll hold on to 62 degrees today, warmer, then start to cool it down by 10 degrees tomorrow by Tuesday. You have mostly sunny skies and, of course, rainfall in the forecast. And once you get rainfall turning into snowfall, as you go into Wednesday, that snowfall will drop our temperatures down to the 40s. We'll hold on to those 40s all the way through Saturday, possibly. Then eventually 38 degrees coming in for Sunday, 29 degrees possible for Monday as we cool it on down. Back to you.
Thank you, Art. Now your wake-up shot from Roanoke, Virginia. That star lighting up the hillside. Art says he sees it. All right, that is the Mill Mountain Star, a neon landmark that's overlooked the city for decades, that is. Looking beautiful there this morning. Stay with us. Sports is next.
Coming up next in sports, the Badgers gear up for the postseason, plus a look at the D3 Sweet 16 as both UWL teams will be in action. Coming up in the Morning Blitz.
The popular Grand Crossing Trail is partially closed today. I'll have info on that closure and things you need to know up next.
When you're trying to remodel your bathroom and find that perfect look, seeing is believing. And when one of our comfort advisors visits your home to talk about bringing your vision to life, they'll come with all our products in our new showroom trailer. Discovering all the possibilities from the comfort of your home.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers. So switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. We've got coverage no matter where we're at.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. And now switch to T-Mobile and get free phones for $0 down. Plus 4 lines for only $25 per month per line.
Better service, better price, win-win.
Password 1234.
Incorrect password.
Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
This is the job for sponsored jobs.
Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
Hello, I'm Franklin Graham. Jesus said, come unto me, all ye who labor and are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. And maybe you've been burdened by the sins of your life and the mistakes, and you just would love to have rest for your soul. Well, I want you to know that God loves you. He made you. He created you. And he sent his son, Jesus Christ, from heaven to this earth to take your sins. That's right. He took your sins to the cross. He died and shed his blood on a cross. And he was buried. But on the third day, God raised him to life. And if we are willing to repent, turn from our sins, tell God that we're sorry, and by faith, believe on Jesus Christ and invite him to come into our hearts to take control of our life, God will forgive us and cleanse us. And you can have a new life, a new beginning, starting today, right now. Invite him to come into your heart. God bless you.
When you have a drain backup, you need help fast. From slow drains to clogged mains, we solve it all. Maxwell White has been solving sewer, septic, and drain issues in the La Crosse Coulee region for more than 30 years. Fast, reliable, and professional. Call or book online today.
It's an easy puzzle to solve. The one app your phone can't live without. Bringing you local news, sports, streaming video, and a lot more. The News 8 Now app. Get it today. Oh, and good job on the puzzle. News 8 Now Sports.
Welcome to the Morning Blitz. We had a wild weekend of local action, and on Saturday, the Wisconsin Badgers picked up another ranked win, as this time they went on the road and took down Purdue to end the regular season. Let's do a little recap. Wisconsin lost to Purdue at the Kohl Center earlier this year, and this time Wisconsin was without one of their best players in Nolan Winter, who was dealing with a lower body injury. But Wisconsin put together a great game plan and combined it with some sharp shooting, as the Badgers made 18 three-pointers in this one. The game was close down the stretch, but how about Nick Boyd? He scored 10 straight Badger points as Wisconsin would hold on for the 97-93 victory. Boyd finished with 23. Blackwell finished with 25 as the Badgers continued to improve as we entered the postseason.
This team's gotten better. This team's getting better. And I don't think we've peaked yet. I think we can get better and better. And that's the challenge that I always lay down to them. Like, we're never satisfied. Never satisfied with where we can be. And I think that keeps us hungry and confident and humble at the same time.
13-4 in their last 17 games, including 3 road wins against top 15 teams. This is a team that is ready for March. Speaking of the postseason, the Big Ten tournament kicks off this week. The Badgers are a 5 seed. They'll play on Thursday at 1:30 in the afternoon. They'll be taking on either USC or Washington. Also in the postseason, the Division III basketball tournament, the Sweet 16 is set. Both UW lacrosse teams will be making an appearance. On Saturday night, the UWL men took down Claremont Mudscripts to advance to the second straight Sweet 16, and now the Eagles will travel to Fredericksburg, Virginia, where they'll take on University of Mary Washington. This one's set to be played on Saturday, March 14th. If they win that, they'll go to Fort Wayne, Indiana for the quarterfinal and semifinal rounds. And for the first time in school history, the UW lacrosse women are in the Sweet 16. The Eagles took down Carroll University in Waukesha over the weekend, and they were dominant, winning that one by 20 points. The Lady Eagles will now travel to New York City, where they will face Southern Maine in the next round. That one's set to be played at 5 o'clock on Friday. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Even getting out of bed is a struggle.
Sounds like a lot of pressure.
And pain.
Good thing you came to Slumberland. This Tempur Pro Adapt provides adaptive support and pressure relief to help you sleep.
Getting out of this bed is gonna be a struggle.
Slumberland. Stop stressing, start sleeping.
Together, we're stronger.
Western works side by side with local employers to provide career-ready skills.
Together, we make a difference.
Western's 90-plus programs go hand in hand with today's job market.
Together, we're vital for our communities.
Our region's exceptional industries rely on Western grads. We're all in this together.
Together,
we are Western.
Can your floor stand up to this? At Sealands Carpetland, we know how hard your family can be in your home. You need a flooring that can stand up to mud, pets, and a crew like this. Don't sacrifice beauty for function. We'll help you find the perfect flooring to fit your lifestyle and budget. Come in and see our huge selection of luxury vinyl and tile. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley, where our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
We're roasting 500,000 pounds of coffee a year, and we employ 85 people. But these tariffs are crushing us. And you're looking at $100,000 in tariffs right here. That's on top of all of our other supplies getting more expensive. We've had no choice but to raise prices. Congressman Derek Van Orden voted to support the tariffs, and he called them a success. It doesn't feel like success to me. All I see are higher prices. We need to tell Derek Van Orden to stop raising our costs.
Every truck stop, from Montana to Minnesota, knows about Big Hank's love for the long haul. But only his optometrist, Dr. Gary, knows about his love of reading romance novels before bed. Shopco Optical. Big Hank focused since 1996. People focused since 1978.
Walt never smoked a day in his life, so when he developed a bad cough, we never thought lung cancer, but that's what it was. What gives a non-smoker lung cancer? A friend suggested we check the house for radon. Sure enough, it was high. We've had it taken care of now, but I wish we'd known sooner. Walt died 4 weeks and 5 days after the diagnosis. If you haven't had your home checked for radon, do it. Do it for your family. No one should lose someone they love because of this.
Sorry, I'm just a bit uncomfortable. It's my mattress.
Good thing you came to Slumberland. This Stearns & Foster provides the ultimate comfort and craftsmanship for a luxurious sleep.
Amazing.
Slumberland. Stop stressing, start sleeping.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
A mild to warm start as we get into the daytime, into the afternoon. More about that in just a moment.
Grand Crossing Trail is partially closed starting today. I'll have more info on what you need to know up next.
Right now, this morning, Iran has a new supreme leader. How the U.S. is responding ahead. And a wing competition raising money to support inclusion and education in lacrosse. Kids as young as 6 are launching their own businesses. The On Alaska Fair giving them a shot just ahead. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. It is Monday, March 9th, 6:27 a.m. Hope your morning is off to a good start. It's a tough Monday out there after daylight saving time, but we're making it through. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. At least we have a nice day on tap. It's warm out there already. You don't even need a jacket this morning, really.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I had 2 jackets on, so.
Pump the brakes.
Yeah, I guess I'm a scaredy cat. Yeah, so we get into it here. We hold on to some cloud cover right now. We'll get rid of the cloud cover eventually, holding on to some sunshine to prepare for the day. You're also going to be seeing some rain and snow well up to the northern portion of the state, as well as into Canada as well, with snowfall there working its way across. Tomorrow, severe weather tries to get closer to us again, but this one's going to be directed towards Chicago. That goes right towards the lake. You can see with a mild view of that, getting into some of that slight chance of severe weather to at least a low chance of that trying to get closer to us as well. Lows this morning, 40s and the 50s this early morning. Yeah, around 50 degrees, believe it or not. 52 degrees for La Crosse. We'll have 48 for Eau Claire. You can see as we get into it, Winona's about 52 degrees as well. Holding on to a nice morning. Not much in the way of fog either, because we have a light breeze out there that's going to help out and bring a little bit of a breeze into Eau Claire as well as La Crosse. You'll hold on to La Crosse today, holding on to 50s, some 60s getting into the afternoon with plenty of sunshine on the top. We'll get into Eau Claire where you're looking at 50s again to low 60s eventually, and it'll feel like 60 degrees out there as well. Temperatures today 54 to about say 68 degrees. You got to get out and enjoy that, man. Why? Because things are going to be changing soon. We'll also hold on as we get into a look for Tuesday. We're going to be seeing snowfall in the forecast, and eventually colder air is going to be working our way. We'll go from the 60s all the way down to the 20s to finish out the work week. Be safe. Have a wonderful day.
All right, thank you, Art. And if you were planning to enjoy the day outside, you'll need to know about this. A popular La Crosse trail will partially close today. News 8 Now Seth Padilla has those details for us. Seth.
Good morning, Alexandria. Grand Crossing Trail will partially close today as part of a two-phase repair project. Now, phase one, which will begin today, is going to close the trail from East Avenue to the Cottonwood Trail intersection. That's for spillway reconstruction to prevent future closures during high water events. The project is grant funded through the Wisconsin DOT. Phase two will then close the stretch from River Valley Drive to East Avenue for repaving. Any updates can be found on the website being shown on your screen. Reporting live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you for that update, Seth. And some other news making headlines this morning. The war with Iran entering its second week, and it's intensifying. Iran has named the son of the late Ayatollah Khamenei as the country's new supreme leader, as another American soldier has been killed. Jared Hill has the latest.
Supporters of Iran's newly minted supreme leader celebrated on the streets of Tehran as a cloud of black smoke blanketed the capital city 10 days into the conflict with the U.S. and Israel. Iran's Assembly of Experts chose Mojtaba Khamenei to succeed his father, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, killed last month in the first wave of strikes. President Trump saying he is not happy with the choice, according to Fox News. Speaking to CBS News, advisor to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Michael Eisenberg, delivered a grim message.
The highest risk job right now is to be the new Ayatollah. That's a high-risk job. To be the head of the Iranian military, the IRGC, those are high-risk jobs. Don't take them.
They're going to be targeted.
Don't take those jobs. We're watching you.
8 days into the war, Israel launched new attacks on Tehran's critical oil infrastructure. Iran warning residents to take precautions against toxic smoke and acid rain. Iran retaliated, launching missiles at Israel and other U.S. allies in the region, including Bahrain. Iranian drones also targeted Dubai's airport this weekend and Kuwait's Social Security building.
We're not looking to settle. They'd like to settle. We're not looking to settle.
As President Trump says there's no end in sight without Iran's unconditional surrender, U.S. Central Command confirmed a 7th U.S. service member died from injuries sustained in an Iranian attack on troops stationed in Saudi Arabia. Sources tell CBS News the U.S. also may have been responsible for the bombing of a girls' school in Iran that killed more than 160 people, many of them children. Jared Hill, CBS News.
One person is in custody after firing shots at singer Rihanna's home. Police say a person reportedly fired multiple shots from their vehicle at the singer's residence yesterday. Rihanna is believed to have been inside at the time. Nobody was hurt. And a local nonprofit bringing the community together over Wings, all to support youth programs in La Crosse. News 8 Now's JDS McGee shares more from the 3rd annual Wingapalooza.
The event, hosted by Black Leaders Acquiring Collective Knowledge, raises money to support youth programs focused on leadership, education, and inclusion in the La Crosse community.
Wingapalooza is one of our top made fundraiser events. It supports our youth programs, and then also with Black being a nonprofit organization, this also helps fund other events that we hold within our community.
The event also highlights local businesses and entrepreneurs, including last year's Wingapalooza champion, Mia's Kitchen. She says the competition gives local vendors a chance to showcase their food, all while supporting a good cause.
I love that it is a fundraiser. I love that we are getting people together over a dish that everyone loves. Wings are my fan favorite, everyone's favorite, so it's just awesome to be able to support Black.
Organizers say beyond the competition, the event also brings people together and strengthens relationships across the community.
This is important because it allows people to build more relationships within the community and get to know, meet new people, within the community and have a good time and enjoy the importance of community connection.
Reporting in La Crosse, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now this morning.
The fundraising goal was around $6,000. And families filled the Omni Center in Onalaska, celebrating community helpers, law enforcement, firefighters, teachers, nurses, librarians, and EMTs all honored. Kids came dressed as their favorites, and families donated diapers and cash to the Parenting Places Diaper Bank.
We've had a long winter, and that's a very nice way of saying it. So when you get kids out and you get them interactive with people, it actually grows their development. So having these sort of events, even in early spring, are important just so that kids remember, hey, it's fun outside and it's fun in other areas that aren't school or at home.
Organizers call it a fun way to connect local families with resources while giving back to neighbors. An engaged couple spent the weekend at the La Crosse Center browsing vendors and planning their big day at Wedding World 2026.
I've heard from a lot of people that are getting married today. I wanted to check out vibes. I wanted to get some inspiration. I wanted to see maybe some of the things that I hadn't thought of that I need yet.
From florists and photographers to DJs, decor and dresses, dozens of wedding pros came together for the event. And music fans in La Crosse got a free show courtesy of the UWL Symphonic Band. The performance featured everything from high-energy rocket ship to the reflective Joy Revisited, showcasing the full range of the ensemble.
All of us love music. We all listen to music. We all do music. A lot of us perform music, and many people after high school, they lose the opportunities to without band class. But it's just a great way to just keep doing music and just express yourself in a way you usually don't do.
The Symphonic Band performs free concerts throughout the year, open to the entire community. And horses and riders from across the region saddling up in Winona. The 4-day Minnesota State Horse Show featured approved shows from both the Minnesota and Wisconsin Quarter Horse Association.
Horse shows are great for family. You get to come here, you get to do things with your family, you get to participate in all sorts of different activities, and you meet new people. And most of my, if not all of my friends, are from the horse show world, from all over.
The event is full of competition, camaraderie, and time in the saddle for riders and their horses. The bag of chips in your pantry may be part of a new recall. Frito-Lay is recalling these select bags of Miss Vickie's spicy dill pickle potato chips. Some, they say, may actually contain jalapeno chips with undeclared milk. The recalled bags have a guaranteed fresh date of April 21st. If you have a milk allergy, you should throw them out. And if you look around the Coulee region, there's a chance you see some eagles soaring. For this week's Eyepiece, News 8's chief photographer Chuck Oadsma joined some eagle enthusiasts who went the extra mile for a closer look.
This is my first time. Yes, exciting. Most I've ever seen is like 1 or 2 eagles at a time. So she said 70, but I'll have to come back with her.
He doesn't believe me. I bring my grandkids, a couple of them, when we come through in the spring. And I bring them over to see the eagles. We've counted up to, usually the 3 of us take a count through our binoculars, and then we do an average. And a little less today, I counted 20.
We're just looking at eagles.
So many of them. We have some binoculars here. We just got into birding this year. This is Nora's first time. I came out a couple days ago, and it was so beautiful. I wanted her to be able to see it.
It makes me happy to start my day. I didn't know about them. I'm not from here, so I didn't know that migration came through here. I'm from northeast Wisconsin, and I moved here a couple years ago. And it was last winter when I was out here and just drove by and saw all dozens of eagles, which turned out to be 100 eagles. And they're just beautiful. I'm obsessed with the eagles.
It's a great place for birds with the flyway and all that, so yeah.
Yeah, I'll come back to see the 70, yes.
Yeah. I have to convince him.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, Mason is 8 months old and he likes to roll and smile.
And Regan is 8. She loves riding horses, playing sports, fashion, dolls, cooking, and her big sister.
How about Charlie? He's 8 and she celebrated her golden birthday yesterday, and She loves makeup and Starbucks.
All right, Roberta, also known as Bobby, is 18. Her mom says she's a loving and caring person who loves spending time with her family.
All right, Joyce is 88. She loves playing bingo and spending time with her friends, family, and especially her great-grandchildren.
Happy birthday to all of you. If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88, we'd love to feature them.
Well, that's right. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button or the Home tab on our website.
Coming up, the organizer behind On Alaska's Kids Business Fair joins us live with those details just ahead.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, your pup isn't just boarded, they're pampered. From tail wagging daycare to cozy overnight stays, we treat every dog like our own. Safe, clean, and full of fun. Book today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get a total value of over $6,100 on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus get $3,000 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Check out our huge selection of window images, blinds, and shades. Faux wood blinds add a classic design and feature a cordless lift system. Get these white faux wood blinds starting at a value of $19.99 after rebate. Cellular shades help insulate to provide the perfect combination of function and fashion. Pick them up today starting at a value of $19.99 after rebate. Plus, get them trimmed to width, free in store.
Save big money at Menards.
You've worked hard to build your business. Your systems, your customer data, your financial records. They're the backbone of your success. But without proper cybersecurity, they're vulnerable. 3RT Networks provides reliable protection, 24/7 monitoring, and customized security solutions designed for businesses just like yours. Because downtime isn't just inconvenient, it's expensive. Protect what you've built. 3RT Networks, your local partner for safer IT.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar. For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
I met my abuser when I was 10. He was my Sunday school teacher. At 18, I was pressured to marry him. Chris Taylor was the first person to stand up for me. She worked with both parties and with law enforcement to pass laws to protect survivors like me. Chris listened, and my abuser went to prison. On the Supreme Court, Judge Chris Taylor will continue to protect Wisconsin.
Judge Chris Taylor, protecting our rights, defending our freedoms.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, we've got it all. Playful daycare, cozy overnight boarding, and a boutique full of treats, toys, and gear. Your pup gets love, care, and plenty of tail-wagging fun. And you get peace of mind. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Well, good morning to you and welcome back. As we get into your lows this morning, we are holding on to these 50s right now and some 40s in the forecast. Normally at this time of year, we're around 23 degrees for La Crosse, and the high is around, say, 42, 46 degrees in some cases. We'll also find ourselves well above that as we get into today as well when we get to the 60s today. All right, so holding on to what's happening. We've got some cloud cover right now. It'll get out of the way as we gradually go into the afternoon. We'll slip that out, holding on to some snowfall well up to the north, as you can see there, eventually up along Canada, and then some snowfall coming around from Fargo to Bismarck, working that way here gradually. So we'll get some rain and snow over the next couple of days. First, we start out with severe weather returning again as we go closer, as this gets focused on Tuesday towards Chicago. You can see they're in the big batch right there, holding on to Milwaukee, which is in a slight risk of severe weather as well. We are not in that as well, so we'll get into at least maybe some shower activity out of that. You'll have some winds kicking in as we go through Tuesday. Winds will be up to 30 miles per hour. You'll see them get up to about 30 to 34 miles per hour as we go deeper into the evening hours. Then then we'll see them dissipate, picking up more wind coming back again as we go right into your Wednesday. Wednesday winds will be 30 miles per hour. They too will pick up to around, say, 30 to near 40 miles per hour and then begin to taper off. We'll hold on to the zones for today. You can see mostly people down to the south are upper 60s in the forecast, leading into 62 for La Crosse today. Partly cloudy skies to mostly sunny skies, giving way to Osseo holding on to more sunshine as well. Some locations will pick up partly cloudy skies like Blair, and of course areas by Whitehall pick up partly cloudy skies as well, but they'll still be pretty much into the 50s to 60s in the forecast. Holding on to Eau Claire, you'll look at least 60 degrees today. Partly cloudy skies will ensue, and up in Ladysmith you'll have partly cloudy skies around 54 degrees. Now, as I mentioned, the cloud cover will zip out of the way as we go from the morning hours into the early afternoon. You'll see some light rainfall associated with that as well too, kind of moving out of the region by 1 o'clock into 2 o'clock. That gets out of the way. We'll hold on to quiet weather as we finish out in the afternoon, holding on to those 60s as I mentioned. Then we have the more cloud cover sneaking in, coalescing from both the west and to the east, pushing snowfall up along the areas along the northern tier as we go into 6:30 in the morning for tomorrow. Then rainfall starts to move back from Eau Claire all the way down to La Crosse. Everybody in between is picking up some light to light rainfall there. Snowfall up by Wausau, getting all the way into Rhinelander and of course Ladysmith. That turns into a mix of ice and snow. From there, that rainfall continues to bulk up a little bit. Some light rainfall continues on, but it lifts up to the north once again, where they're having a big batch of snow, ice, and of course you've got the light mix of rain and snow there. Holding on to Arizona to the south, as I mentioned, as we go right into it, the thunderstorm activity now starts to move towards Chicago. We're going to get some light showers out of that as well, light to moderate possibly as we go into the morning, I should say into the evening hours, all the way into the midnight hours by Tuesday. Snowfall still maintains up to the north, but we're in a break as you go all the way down from Eau Claire southward down to La Crosse and Winona, getting to Viroqua as well. We'll hold on to Boscobel with maybe a light touch of rain showers. Then they'll go dry as well. Holding on to Wednesday as we go into the overnight hours, snowfall well up to the north, which kind of widens out and it moves all the way down to the south, all the way down to I-90. Widespread snowfall will continue all the way through Wednesday, going into the afternoon, then start to break off, turning into a mix of rain and snow, leading into your Thursday, and that's how we'll finish out. As we go through the next couple of days, though, expect temperatures to be like this. Temperatures in the 60s, then we go into the 50s tomorrow, 40s, more 40s, and then by the time we get into Saturday and Sunday, you're looking at 40s turning into 30s with a mix of rain and snow. Drier conditions on Monday, we're 29 degrees. Return.
Thank you for that, Art. New this morning, it is like Shark Tank, but for kids, a local fair giving young entrepreneurs ages 6 to 17 a chance to pitch, sell, and compete right here in Onalaska. And we're joined by organizer Carolyn to learn more this morning. Good morning, Carolyn. Great to see you again.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about what this Kids Business Fair is, what the kids will be doing.
Oh, it's so fun.
It sounds
so like
fun.
You said, it's like Shark Tank for
Yeah,
kids.
uh-huh.
Kids get asked, like, what are you selling? How are you going to pay for it? And how are you going to pay your investors, parents and grandparents,
Okay.
back?
Okay, great. So all the important questions.
Yes.
Awesome.
So who can participate and who can sign up?
So ages 6 to 17 from all school districts and home schools.
Okay.
And they're able to sign up. So we've had people come all the way from Eau Claire, Chicago,
Oh, wow.
any school district in the area or beyond.
Okay, and then we know that the Acton Kids Business Fair, it's a nationwide thing, right?
It is. It's the largest entrepreneurial fair in our nation.
Okay,
and I
great.
brought it here.
You brought it here.
5 years ago. This is our 5th year at Misty's Dance Community Center.
Okay,
So why is this important for kids?
Oh, it's so important to get them off of screens, number one, and they get so excited. So now we're in the 5th year. Kids have had their own businesses for 5 years in a row. They're making woodworking, lawn care, snow cones, fishing lures, they're crocheting, they're selling squishies, they're selling all kinds of really fun things that they made. Parents cannot help.
Okay.
And they're so proud of what they've been able to achieve.
I bet, yeah, that is really fun. Okay, and so tell us a little bit about how the process looks even before they get to the fair, because there are a few things that they need to kind of get together before they get there.
Oh yes, they need to figure out what they're going to what it's going to cost, how are they going to set it up, how are they going to market. We have 3 different awards that they're able to learn how to achieve. Not everyone gets an award. There are 3.
Okay.
And so Innovation Award, or a Creativity Award, Best Business Idea Award. And so then they can think about those things, and it also helps them to build confidence, build character, and practice to learn how to maybe get it wrong so that they can try again in building that resilience.
Okay, yeah, we know failure is a very important part of life.
Very important.
Okay.
First attempt in learning.
There you go. Yep,
All
that's
right,
what it stands
How
for.
can people support? And this is on April 11th? Wow.
Yes, April 11th, financial Digital Literacy Month,
Oh, okay.
intentionally set in April. So come on down, bring your cash, and come purchase from these little CEOs.
Yeah, that is so great. All right, and so we've got the information up there on the screen if anybody is interested. Why would you encourage, kids or parents to get their kids involved in this?
Oh, it's such a wonderful opportunity to be able to do something that they can really be proud of, get innovative, creative, curious, and off of screens.
Yes, that is such an important part. Get those wheels spinning a little bit early. Okay, well, sounds great. Thank you, Carolyn, for being here to tell us about the event.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm Vladimir Dutip. Coming up on CBS Mornings, Emmy nominee Matthew Fox will talk about being part of the all-star cast of the new Paramount Plus drama, The Madison. And in Beg Knows America, David dips into his Dear David mailbag for 3 stories that are sure to inspire you. That's coming up on CBS Mornings.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse delivers everything your business needs, from cleaning supplies to appliances. Get what you need when you need it. Set up your business account today and let Ace of La Crosse do the heavy lifting.
The most important value at Schwebel Getz & Sieben is our commitment to our clients.
Schwebel Getz & Sieben is 100% committed. They're there from start to finish.
My team at Schwebel Getz & Sieben was incredibly responsive.
They did a great job for us from the beginning to the end.
They had a plan from the first meeting on how they were going to handle our case.
They really were on top of everything. They left nothing to chance.
Call Schwebel Getz & Sieben or visit us at schwebel.com for a free consultation.
You know what's on my mind? It's butt cold out here and I don't have any heat at home.
Well, gotta have heat, Einstein.
Up yours, smarty. I just don't know who to call.
Jacob said Chuck used the local company. The Primary Colors, the good one?
What?
What?
Huh?
Well, there's your sign.
Jeez Louise.
Moron.
Hey, putz.
Call GNC. For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
So that no matter what mess you brought into this church today, no matter what addiction and what struggle, no matter how many times you've doubted God or questioned God, that because of Jesus Christ, God's not holding it over your head. Instead, there is this amazing grace, there is this unconditional love that you and I can say, God doesn't just put up with us. God loves us.
Join Pastor Mike Novotny each Sunday. Watch Time of Grace on Channel 8, WKBT.
Business owners, are you tired of running out of supplies? Ace Hardware of La Crosse is the helpful place with the products your business needs when you need it. We service businesses of all sizes. Ask about volume discounts. Contact Jim to set up your service account today.
What is a hero? Not the kind from comic books and movies, saving the day. We're talking about everyday heroes, those with a special kind of courage or ability, those saving the day, one person at a time. News 8 Now wants to find those heroes and thank them for bettering our community. Go to news8000.com, click on Features, then Hometown Heroes to nominate someone you feel is truly a hometown hero.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, there's a lot to love. Did it hit your spirit?
Right in the shine on nine.
The biggest stars.
Clock it.
Ooh, Mariah Carey!
And all these years now, you're still killing it.
Incredible performances. You got them going. Inspiring stories.
Connection has no color. It's my brother.
You are loved.
I'm about to cry.
Don't you just love this joy? I hope y'all feel the love.
Weekdays at 4 on News 8.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
Part of Grand Crossing Trail will be partially closed today as part of a 2-phase repair project. And I'll step out of the way here so you guys can see crews just arrived here now, putting up fences around the area. So phase 1 closes the trail from East Avenue to the Cottonwood Trail intersection. That's for spillway reconstruction to prevent future closures during high water events. The project is grant funded through the Wisconsin DOT. Phase 2 will then close the stretch from River Valley Drive to East Avenue for repaving. Any updates can be found on the website being shown on your screen. Reporting live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
One person is in custody after firing shots at Rihanna's home. Police say somebody reportedly fired multiple shots from their vehicle at the singer's residence yesterday. Rihanna is believed to have been inside at the time, but nobody was hurt. Music fans in La Crosse got a free show this weekend, courtesy of the UWL Symphonic Band. The performance featured everything from the high-energy rocket ship to the reflective Joy Revisited, showcasing the full range of the ensemble.
All of us love music. We all listen to music. We all do music. A lot of us perform music, and many people after high school, they lose the opportunities to without band class. But it's just a great way to just keep doing music and just express yourself in a way you usually don't do.
The Symphonic Band performs free concerts throughout the year, open to the entire community. And the U.S. shed nearly 92,000 jobs in February, the unemployment rate climbing to 4.4%. The drop was unexpected. It is the third time that is in 5 months the economy has lost jobs. Analysts say March is historically the strongest hiring month, so the hope is for a bounce back. And Iran officially naming their new leader, the son of the late Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, will now lead the country as the conflict enters day 10. President Trump says he's not happy with that choice. An advisor to Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu delivering a grim message.
The highest risk job right now is to be the new Ayatollah. That's a high-risk job. To be the head of the Iranian military, the IRGC. Those are high-risk jobs. Don't take them.
They're going to be targeted.
Don't take those jobs. We're watching you.
U.S. Central Command also confirming a 7th U.S. service member died from injuries sustained in an Iranian attack on troops stationed in Saudi Arabia. And a 10-year-old just made history at Paris Fashion Week. Max Alexander becoming the youngest designer ever to showcase at the event, debuting a sustainable collection of more than a dozen eco-friendly looks. Max already holds the Guinness World Record for youngest person to design a runway show, a title he earned at age 7. Probably a name we'll be hearing more from. What an accomplishment.
Pretty much. Look at that, huh? Wow. Well done, mate. Hey, we get into it here, folks, on the roads, and I can feel your pain, folks. You can hear this early morning holding on to 52 degrees right there in Alaska. You're looking at 10 miles visibility, and the traffic is doing great. Eau Claire, everybody's doing well out there as well. Be safe out there and have a wonderful day. We're looking at temperatures in the 60s today. Then we cool you down gradually as we go through the week, holding on to at least 29 once we get into Monday of next week. Be safe.
Okay. A big drop back down to normal.
Big old drop.
Got to enjoy today while we can. Thank you, Art. Thank you for waking up with us. We will see you back here today at noon.